Great to see you here again. My name is Luc de Custer, founder of the Custer Academy, and in this video I'm going to talk about activity dependencies. But before we continue, don't forget to click on the subscribe button, click on the bell button, and every time we have a new video, YouTube will inform you about it. Let's have a look at the principles of activity dependency. What we want to do is to order the activities in a chronological order. In the WBS, we find the different activities in a hierarchical and logical order. Now we want to organize them because we have to know how we can go from activity to activity. Now let's consider a simple example. We are going to plant a tree. Step 1 is we have to dig a hole. Step 2, we planted the tree, we put the tree in the hole. And step 3, we fill the hole. These are the 3 steps that we have here. Step 1 is the predecessor of step 2. There is no predecessor of step 1, so we can immediately start with step 1. Step 2 is the successor of step 1 and the predecessor of step 3. And finally, step 3 ends the project and there are no more successors. So what we see here is the logic how we have to go through these different steps. We cannot just dig a hole or plant a tree without digging a hole. We have to fill the hole to complete these 3 steps to complete the project of planting a tree. Now, what we look at, what we call predecessors and successors. Now, when we look at activities without predecessors, like in this case A and B, they are at the start of the project. We can start from the first moment with either activity A or activity B. Then we have at the end the activities without successors. So after the activities G and F, there are no more activities and the project will stop here. And of course we have C, D and E, which have both predecessors and successors. For example, C and D have predecessor A, and A has 2 successors, C and D. B has 1 successor, he has 1 successor, which is activity B. Then we have G, which has 2 predecessors, and C and D both have 1 successor. And the final step, E to F. F is the successor of E, so E has F as a successor and F has E as a predecessor. Now when we look at the different dependencies, there are different ways to have dependencies between activities. The simplest one and the one we use the most typically is a finish to start. So B can start when A is finished. Another activity is start to start. So B can only start when A starts. We have start to finish. So when A starts, B can finish. We have finish to finish. So when A is finishing, B can also finish, not before. And finally, we have a percentage to complete. So when A is completed for a certain percentage, then we can start with activity B. This is typically used when we do fast tracking. Now, we also can use lead and lag times. And when we have a lag, we have a finish to start activity here with a lag of 25 days. This means that activity B can only start 25 days after A. On the other hand, we have a finish to start where we have a lead of 15 days. We have activity A finishes and activity B can start 15 days before A finishes. So these are in fact the different possibilities that we can use to create network diagrams. So that's it for this video. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button, click on the bell button, and every time we have a new video, YouTube will inform you about it. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next videos. Thank you and bye-bye.